Hello friends, welcome to this edition of Catch Up with Akin Akinpelu. We have been discussing Scandal of Grace for a while and it's been an interesting story. We talked about Tamar, we talked a little bit about the other lady called Rahab, really funny. But today I want to introduce to you another phenomenal woman whose name is called, can you guess? Beersheba. Beersheba is phenomenal. I love her story. She's a sexy, sassy damsel. In fact, the meaning of the name Beersheba is girl on a mission. I mean, sometimes these things are funny because why would your name be a girl on a mission? So this tells you exactly why she had to do the things that she did. So Beersheba was married to the officer of David called Uriah, and Uriah had to go to battle, very hard-working man, and left the wife at home. That's another issue because probably he didn't settle the emotions of the wife before he left the house. But that's another story. So he had to go for a while, and this lady decided to have her bath at an uncovered place just to get attention. So that tells you that what she was doing was quite deliberate. So I'll prove that further for you. So here is a King David, a man after God's own heart. He was lazing around and he was not in the battle. Interesting combination. So here is a girl trying to get the attention of the king, and here is a king lazing around and calling the lady. Now, when the king called for her, I thought that she needed to say no. I thought that she needed to go get herself dressed up before coming. But guess what? She went to see the king on towel. That is really, really deliberate. Number two, when the king asked to get down with her, she never resisted the man. She just went in. This looked more like she too was waiting for the king. Her case was like, and she showed up. So simple. So, and guess what? That was a sin. She was a victim of adultery. So, number two, she got pregnant. When she got pregnant, instead of her to go confess to her husband and say, I've made a mistake, guess what? She was going to do what they call child swapping. Get pregnant for this one, give it to another person. So they called for the husband home, told the husband to sleep with her. Thank God he didn't sleep with her. She wanted to swap the child with a man called Uriah because the difference of 2-3 days, the scan can't really pick that as such. And guess what? That's what happened to her. Beersheba had a very funny story and funny reputation. And some of you can be at that phase in your life. Maybe you are going through lots of sexual issues, sexual perversion, going through sexual orgies, uncontrolled sexual appetite, and all kinds of things. It could even be alcoholism. It could even be some level of drugs and all kinds of things just to heap up pressure from yourself. Beersheba was in that phase. But guess what? God would always come for the least likely people. God will always come for the people that you are not even expecting. God will always come for the people that don't even look like it, so that the excellency of his power can be seen through that, so that no man can take the glory. And guess what happened to Beersheba? Her life ended up on a beautiful page. Number one, do you know Beersheba gave birth to this man called Solomon, the wisest king that ever lived? How can light come out of darkness? That's a mystery. That's called the scandal of grace. Number two thing about Beersheba, after the time she committed that with David, it was recorded that she lived a good life that was dignified, disciplined, and good. Number three, I see every young lady now say that they want to be a Proverbs 31 woman, Proverbs 31 woman. Can I shock you? The person who wrote Proverbs 31 was actually Beersheba. Beersheba looked at her past and decided to rewrite it as an admonition unto Solomon. And so everybody who is saying that I want to be a Proverbs 31 woman, guess who wrote it? Beersheba, the woman who had a bad past, but God rewrote her story and her life got better. So guess what? God is going to pick you from where you are. God is coming from you. He's going to rewrite a story of your life, rewrite a history of your life. All he needs from you is that you just surrender to him. And guess what? He's going to bring out a beautiful story out of your life. And I know that your life is about to experience such beautiful story. Grace is a scandal. Receive it into your life. And no matter what anybody thinks, God is the one who has the perfect result over your life. God bless you. Have a great week. I'll see you again next week.